It was morning on April 14th, 2006, and an engineer, conductor, and student conductor were asked to work on the Burlington Northern Manifest train Q35M. The train consists of 3 engines and 100 loaded cars. In the lead was Burlington Northern SD40-2 7218, F45 6610, and BNSF SC75M 8208. The train left the yard at around 5:02 that morning. Meanwhile, at another rail yard, consists of an engineer, conductor, and brakeman that were asked to work on BNSF manifest train IQ1C-03. The train consisted of 5 locomotives and around 79 cars. In the lead was Santa Fe SC75M 216, BNSF X Santa Fe B40-8W 881, BNSF-944CW 5367, BNSF Warbonnet-944CW 773, and Burlington Northern GP38-2 2280. 32-year-old Michael Quill was the engineer, 33-year-old Merrick Colony was the conductor, and 34-year-old Edward Thompson was the brakeman. Soon the trains were coming face to face with each other, but there was a way for them to pass safely. Q35M would have to park into a siding, and then IQ1C-03 would pass, and then allow Q35M to proceed. However, this did not happen, as Q35M raced past the siding and back onto the main line, picking up speed to 59 miles an hour. Heading straight for IQ1C-03. The dispatcher told Engineer Quill of what was going on. Then Engineer Quill picked up more speed because they thought Q35M was already at the siding. But however, the lights of Q35M come into view. As the lights of Q35M come into view, Quill set the brakes into emergency stop. However, they rounded the blind curve and actually spotted IQ1C-03 on the same track. City engineer Q35M immediately applied the emergency brakes. Then disaster struck. IQ1C-03 collides with Q35M at 42 miles per hour. The collision causes all 8 locomotives and 14 cars to come off the track. 8208 had its front bogie ripped off, leaving the back wheels hanging, but the locomotive remains upright. 6610 only suffered minor fuel tank damage, but luckily the locomotive wasn't too badly damaged. The GP38, meanwhile, suffered serious damage to its cab and body as 773 piled up on it. 773, meanwhile, suffered front cow catcher damage and serious damage to its handrails, but the locomotive wasn't badly damaged. 216 remained on its right side, spilling diesel fuel, but luckily it didn't catch fire. 5367 and 881 were buried in the dirt, only suffering minor cabin handrail damage. 7218 remained upright, only having a hopper car going through its middle, splitting it in two like knife through butter, but the locomotive remained upright. Thankfully, no one was killed. However, the crew of Q35M did suffer some injuries. So why did Q35M violate the red signal? Was it a signal failure, a kink in the air hose on one of the cars, or the head-end crew of Q35M trying to make up for lost time? The Federal Railroad Administration, or FRA for short, looked into the cause of the crash. They soon found it was a signal pass of danger. But why, though? They took blood tests to the engineer and conductor to see if they were having any drugs or alcohol. They soon found traces of crack cocaine in the conductor's system, which meant that he forgot to warn the engineer to stop at the next signal, which more likely might have led to the derailment. In the end, Burlington Northern 7218 was damaged beyond repair and scrapped, while the other locomotives were repaired and returned to service. It has been 17 years since this crash occurred, but let's hope that crews never use drugs or alcohol on the job again. Even though you would like to have crack cocaine on the job, it could lead to serious consequences.